Welcome to the Answers for Elders radio show. Meet the trusted experts who will give you straight answers and will help guide you on the path of later life care. Now, here's your host, founder, caregiver, and CEO, Suzanne Newman.
And welcome back, everyone, to Answers for Elders Radio Network. And I'm here with Florence Klein, the author of Under the Hat, an incredible memoir that takes us, the readers, through her journey of life as a trailblazer, as someone who is 89 years old and looking behind an incredible legacy of life. And Florence, we've talked a lot about ageism. We've talked about the early days of you being an only stockbroker in Philadelphia, building condominiums, doing things like no other, women of your age group probably ever thought of doing. And, someone that is absolutely looked forward 10 years into the future. And so, Florence, welcome back to the show. I want to just pick up when we talked about Silver Planet. We talked a little bit about the needs. Where do you see the biggest needs for seniors are today?
The biggest need today is loneliness. And so what happens when seniors lose their friends, they lose their spouses or partners,
right?
Their children may be across the country, across the world, and we don't have a sufficient reality because people have put seniors into senior housing. Well, I disagree with that. I think that seniors should be intergenerational, and we should have intergenerational housing. And that means the young and the old. And Maggie Kuhn years ago set up an intergenerational house with young people, maybe 4 or 5 bedrooms. And then I went to see her in Philadelphia, and it's amazing how they all work together. And even here in the West, there are still not enough intergenerational housing, the young and the old. And if that is one of the major needs for today, the other need is we need social workers to be paid more, and they're not unionized. So and there's a shortage. And after all, we're all getting older, so not everybody is physically able, and so who's going to help them? It used to be families were all together. In Philadelphia, for instance, there was an Italian area, and on that Italian area in South Philadelphia, Italian people lived on the same block or 2 blocks next to each other. That isn't happening today, even in Philadelphia. And so that is a need and can be cured through generation. Also, we need to have people that are going to help seniors go to the doctors. Nobody takes you to the doctor. I just spoke to a friend this morning, and she said, well, I got into the Rotary Club. We were talking at my Rotary Club, and she says, well, I went up and fell on off a bar stool. Well, it wasn't a bar stool. It was a stool that was putting up a light. And she called 911. And to this day, from this morning, she called 911 and refused to go to the doctor. And you need people to take you to the doctor to acknowledge that you have to go. So I'm working on something that I think will help remedy the situation, which I haven't totally put together yet, but it is something that I think is needed.
You are so driven by making a difference. And I love that about you. And Florence, your book is available, what, Barnes and Noble, Amazon? How do people get it?
You can order it by mail and just send it to Florence Under the Hat at Florence at FlorenceUnderTheHat.com. I have a website. I put it on the list.
Fabulous.
I just started a blog. I wrote about aging on that blog, and I'm about to start another blog next month.
Perfect. Okay. And Florence and I, we're going to be right back again right after this message. And we're going to talk again just of the whole discovery of her path and of life. And we'll be right back. We at Answers for Elders thank you for listening. Did you know that you can discover hundreds of podcasts in our library on senior care? So visit our website and discover our decision guides that will help you also navigate decision making. Find us at answersforelders.com.